What's up, my lovely Aquarians, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. So we are focusing on love now. So this is going to be for Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, okay? And I'm going to do one spread. At the end, I'll do some advice for singles and then some advice for couples so that you guys can see which direction you want to take your love life. So let's see what's going on. And if you guys want a personal reading, everything is in the description to get in touch with me, okay? Alright, so what is going on with the sign of Aquarius in love? May 2018. What is happening for the sign of Aquarius? Alright, guys, so let's see what's going on here. Alright, so the energy that we have here, guys, is the Three of Cups in the reverse, followed by the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Someone's fucking up. Alright, so this is a card of someone, well, not necessarily. Maybe you're single and fabulous and having a fun time and just not worrying about anybody or any sort of commitments, okay? That could be one thing. For those of you who are in a relationship, you really have to take a look at if you really want to be in this relationship, if the person is truly somebody that you think that they are, because it's showing that, you know, somebody's definitely happy here. But with the King of Pentacles in the reverse, you know, anytime I see that card, especially for love, you know, I always have to warn the person that, you know, there's somebody in this relationship that's not as, you know, involved in it, as emotionally invested in it as the other person may be. Now, the first card that you guys have for your past is the Emperor. So that's a card for Aries and Virgo, so maybe that's who you were dealing with. But this is someone who knows how to take a very strong stance and get what they want. Someone who's been through a lot in life. Someone who could be a bit stubborn, but they still know how to, again, get what they want. And with the Four of Swords in the reverse, there's something that you put a lot of thought into, okay? You're trying to be very strong about it. You put a lot of thought into it, and you moved forward with the thought, or, you know, with the after the thought process that you had. You know, you knew which decision you wanted to go in, or which way you wanted to go in. And with the Nine of Cups, you know, this was you guys being very happy and choosing to build. For some of you, you know, there may have been some bad habits that maybe you had to cut out, but I feel like you guys chose, you yourself, to build on whatever this was. Now, with the Seven of Wands in the reverse, there may have been someone, whether it's you or the person that you were dealing with, who might have given up on a situation. But, you know, I see someone wanting to move away from this and somebody wanting to work on it. All right. The next card that we have for the past is the Tower card. So with the Tower card, this is a big change coming in, you know, something that's really going to shift the ground that you're standing on. All right. And we have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So with this big change, this causes you guys, since that is your energy, it kind of causes you to, you know, put up this wall, this barrier. It could have caused you to get so angry that now you're becoming petty. Now you're adding fuel to the fire, you know. So let's see what's going on. Why is this Tower card here? The Magician in the reverse. So either there's something here that you can't manifest, or you're dealing with someone that you could have a close tie to, but someone's manipulating a situation here. Okay, and again, we have the Knight of Cups in the reverse and the King of Cups in the reverse. Maybe some of you are dealing with the Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but I see promiscuous behavior, and somebody, you know, has a strong desire for this, but I'm not sure if the other person does, because we have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So someone is really wishing and hoping for this, and the other person is kind of just stagnant and at a standstill. The last card that we have is the Shadow side. In this deck, this is a replacement for the Devil card. All right, so being involved with something that's toxic, maybe having a lot of lust for a person, feeling very, very drawn to a person to a point where it can become unhealthy. All right, and we have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. So somebody in the situation is feeling like they put so much time and effort and they haven't gotten what they wanted out of it, and they could just be dealing with a lot of toxic bullshit at this time. All right, Seven of Wands in the reverse, feeling like, you know, you have to give up on something, like it just has too much adversity. In the present moment, guys, we have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. So a fallout, Maybe somebody's losing feelings here. Maybe there's a relationship that you're letting go of. But by this fallout, you're releasing a huge burden. Okay? Swayze, get off that. Oh my god, you're so evil. My cat is so evil. Don't let him fool you. No, I'm going to let him drink that because it's alcohol and I want to see what happens. Anyways, so we have the Three of Swords. Okay, so with the Three of Swords, somebody's releasing a burden, but it could be heartbreaking. Okay? From what I'm feeling up to this point, guys, is that somebody really wanted something here, whether it was you or the person that you guys were dealing with. And by letting this thing go, whether it was your choice or not, there's a huge weight that's taken off your shoulder, but the weight could go to your heart. Okay? Someone is becoming very guarded. Someone feels like, something that they've invested time in was a waste of time and effort. Why is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse? And we have the Empress card. All right, so for some of you, maybe there's a new start that you're seeing as a waste of time and effort. For others of you, maybe you're deciding that, maybe I'm not that into this thing, so why don't I let it go to have another start? All right, but I feel like someone is definitely holding the power in the relationship, and it's simply because they care less. Okay, which is an awful thing to say, but that's what I'm picking up on. But someone's working hard for this. The last card for the present moment is the Three of Wands in the reverse. Feeling like you can't expand with something. Feeling like you can't move forward with something. The Hanged Man. And not fighting it anymore. Just allowing it to go if it needs to go. And, just going with the flow of things. Not overexerting yourself. And being resilient. Okay? Still showing up to work with a smile, on your face. Still being strong. Still getting things done. Avoiding problems at all costs. Swayze. I got him. Anyways, so moving forward, guys, the first card that we have is the Four of Cups. So somebody is making an offer, but somebody doesn't want to take it. Or maybe there's an offer that you're waiting on that's not being made. And guys, I shuffled very, very well, but I just have a strong feeling of unrequited love. Or somebody that's not making this a priority. Okay? So we have the Knight of Swords. So you guys cutting something out, maybe not taking an offer. Maybe you guys are speaking to another air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, that isn't making an offer or accepting that offer. And with the High Priestess, whichever way this is going, you knew what was up. Okay? Your heart and your soul was telling you what was up. I just feel like there's going to be a harsh ending, or someone just was really betrayed here. And what's tough about it is there's a betrayal, but the betrayal is coming from a place that someone felt very good in. Okay? Somebody's not ready to let go. World card in the reverse. But somebody's being too selfish. Someone's only thinking about themselves. I feel like there's one person who's really fighting for something here. Okay? The next card we have for the future is the Strength card. So being strong, being resilient. Maybe you're dealing with a Leo here. Okay, Two of Cups in reverse. So it could be a fallout, arguing, but still standing strong. And at this point, being calm. Temperance card. So I feel like for some people, this is maybe unrequited love. For others, I feel like you've fought so hard that now you can't fight anymore. Okay? That's happened to me once or twice in my life, where it's like I've become so hurt by somebody that it doesn't matter what they do, they can't hurt me any more than they already have. I became numb. And that's what I'm feeling here. I'm feeling like whoever it was that was fighting, they get to the point where, they don't want to fight anymore. And they're just going to stand strong within whatever they have left. And even if there's a fallout, it's like I'm too numb to cry. I'm too numb to react. Okay? The last card we have here is the King of Wands. So it could be Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius involved in this, or somebody who's naturally very powerful, very creative, very lustful, sexual. Okay? And we have the Chariot card here. So things taking off very quickly. Going in a good direction. Queen of Wands in the reverse. So I feel, you know, with these 3 cards here, that someone is taking off with something very quickly. Someone is just saying, you know, let me just gain control of the situation and let me just move forward. But there's also that sense of someone being passionately angry at how the turnout of this was. But I feel like someone's really going to feel rejected, guys. Okay? I wish this was a more positive reading, but I am not the one to shuffle again and do another reading, because we got to deal with what's at hand. I'm not going to give you, you know, a sugar-coated candy, you know, cotton candy story. Like, this has to be, it has to be what it is, guys. All right? But we have the 3 of Cups in the reverse. So if there's a fallout, it's because of somebody else that got involved and someone just doesn't want to fight anymore. Okay? All right, guys. So I know that was a bit heavy. I apologize for that. Sending you love and light. Let's see what's going on with singles, though. Let's start with singles and see what you guys could be dealing with. Now, again, guys, this is general. If you want a clarification, you know, just hit me up for a personal reading, because not everyone's going to resonate with this, and I actually hope that a lot of you don't resonate with this. But if you do, let's tackle it, okay? All right, singles. So there's something that you want it to be stable. You want it to move forward. Maybe for some of you, it's with the Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But there's a lot of illusions here. So with you guys taking that King of Swords attitude, once you realize that, you know, you might be dealing with a magician who has all these tricks in front of you, you might decide just to cut it off. The King of Swords does not play with bullshit. The King of Swords is going to cut off anything that is going to feel detrimental to them. Okay? 3 of Pentacles in the reverse, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, 9 of Wands in the reverse. Something not working out. You not seeing eye to eye with someone, not being able to build with them. Maybe due to promiscuity or something that you find very burdening. So start that doesn't move forward. You stop putting effort into it. Okay? I'm going to shoot the ones with Swayze right after this. He is all up in my stuff. And he only does this when he sees me talking on the camera. He doesn't do it when I'm, you know, on the phone or something. All right, so couples. Let's see what to expect this month. Okay, so it's going to be different for couples, okay? Because there's something here that you're manifesting where something new something new could be coming in. Maybe this is something that has to do with kids for those of you who have kids, but I see a very strong relationship here that might hit the rocks a bit, again, due to promiscuity or someone who is not being reliable, someone who's not being stable at the time. For couples specifically, I feel like this is something that you can get through if you choose to be completely blunt about how you feel. But there's going to be a lot of clarity that comes to you this month. For some of you, maybe you're dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or maybe this is just somebody that, you know, you feel very fondly over. There's going to be a sense of guardedness from the Aquarius side, from what I'm seeing. And something that's burdening, but something that you'll get through. We have the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse, which is a card of reconciliation. So you know what, guys? This is going to be a month of exposure. Seeing who you're truly dealing with. Swayze, can you stop? Seeing who you're truly dealing with. And having to face that head on, guys. This is going to be when everything's coming out. Okay? Now, the good thing about this, in my perspective, is that, you know, and I don't like to give advice after these love videos because I like to keep it short. But when you're truly faced with who a person is and you're able to get through it and get past it, it just makes the relationship so much stronger. People often feel like, oh my goodness, you know, this isn't working out. This person is treating me like shit. There's at least like 10 guys at the gym who want to take me out tonight, you know, or something along those lines. That's the problem. We don't fix things anymore. We feel uncomfortable and we say, how dare you for making me feel uncomfortable? And granted, you know, someone could definitely be fucking up heavily right now. But you're going to deal with shit with anybody that you date, guys. You know, this is not something that is just, you know, going to happen with one person. You're going to have shit with anybody that you date. So you have to decide, do I want to fight with this person to make this last? Or is this just a complete lost cause? Okay? So I'm wishing you guys the best. Again, thank you for helping me reach 50K. That was such an awesome milestone for me. But I love you guys, and I hope that you're okay, and I hope that you put yourself first, okay? Make some good decisions here, guys, because I feel like we're going to be, you know, I'm part of this too, so I feel like we're going to be facing a lot of open truths, okay? But you guys got this. Just be blunt like you always are, and say what you need to say. It made me think of that song, Say What You Need to Say. All right, guys, I love you, and for those that want personal readings, highvibrationswithliz.com. If you have iPhone, the app called InstantGo, I'll leave everything in the description. And if you guys have Instagram, go ahead and follow me, High Vibrations 44. All right? Love you guys. Take care.